There's no real other way to spin this year's Women's World Cup than as one to forget for the red, white, and blue. However, for a handful in Tallahassee that wear garnet and gold, this summer's tournament was one they won't forget for a very long time. This weekend, it will be back to work for Florida State soccer. The 6th-ranked Seminoles starting their season with a tough road swing into Lone Star State against both Texas A&M and TCU. But Tuesday, for a handful of Noles, the talk wasn't about the Aggies or the Horned Frogs, but how they spent their summer vacation, representing their nations in an historic Women's World Cup in New Zealand.
To hear there was going to be sold-out crowds is one thing, but to actually play in front of a sold-out crowd is another thing. Just the environment was just amazing. Every time the crowd cheered, I just got goosebumps every time. I just really appreciate the way that the women's game has grown, and I'm just extremely happy to be a part of it.
Being present in such a, the improving of women's soccer and noticing that's happening around the world, it's just amazing, and be part of that, be part of the history of our own countries is something that we can't even describe, so it was just magical.
Both Anya Echegini and Maria Alagoa were part of history-making sides this summer, as well as Jamaican national Jody Brown. Nigeria would upset now semi-finalist Australia, stunning the Matildas 3-2 to propel them to second in Group B and advance to the knockout stage. Portugal earned its first ever trip to the Women's World Cup, winning its first match ever in the tournament 2-0 over Vietnam. Jamaica would advance to the knockout phase as well, doing so by drawing 0-0 over powerhouse Brazil, who were a heavy favorite in the match.
For me, I think against Brazil, when we draw 1-1. When we draw 0-0, sorry. I think that was the result we needed, and just to get through the round, that was our objective. So I'm just really happy that we achieved our goal.
But now the work in garnet and gold begins yet again, with all three internationals hoping their experience at the World Cup can help translate to another Seminole College Cup.
I'm really excited to play too. It's been a long summer, and it was kind of hard at first to kind of change the ship, but now we're back and we couldn't be more excited to get to play and start the season.